Hello. Alright, got my tripod set up on a trash can. Let's go, let's get it. So I'm mid-workout. I was initially thinking that I'd come and vlog the full workout and, you know, from the beginning. But I was feeling pretty frustrated, pretty stressed out. And it kind of reminded me of a very important lesson, which is sometimes it's better to not say things. It's better to not say things out loud. Better to give yourself space to process, space to slow down and relax. Because the thing is, when you're really mad, when you're really pissed off, for one, you feel very self-righteous. You feel like you're definitely right. Your perspective is definitely right. There's no in between, And it makes sense. When we're mad, we're trying to protect ourselves, basically, And so, I realized it's kind of a good lesson. Like, I could have started the video at the start, but I'm sure my tone and my message and the things I said would have been affected, and probably in a negative way, probably in a way that's unfair and unrepresentative of my truth, of my true beliefs. And that's the thing, when you're really mad, you feel very passionate, right? And you say things you probably regret. You'll think things that you probably wouldn't think when you're in a normal state. You're at a physiological level, you change, And so rather than forcing yourself to resist that, it's better to just change your physiological state. So that's what I came out here to do, and I'm gonna continue on with my workout. Hope you can join me and enjoy some time. I don't know, hearing my yapping. But yeah, I guess I'll just start from here. I'm doing more cardio, some staircase exercises. So I'm gonna just go up and down, I guess just as much as I can, really. Not too complicated. I'll go ahead and do a set right now. Oh man, I should have brought water. I encourage you to join me. Maybe you're not outside, maybe you're not, don't have a staircase handy. Maybe a lot of things. Maybe your fucking legs are paralyzed, Just, it's all about accepting ourselves where we're at and doing what we can. So, I encourage you to first accept yourself where you're at, realize where you're at, and then go from there. And everything will fall into place as long as you try your best and you're honest with yourself. So, this is my third workout now that I'm filming, and I'm enjoying it. I think I'll continue. At least for the sense that, even if I don't continue with workout videos specifically, it's definitely really helpful to, one, to keep me accountable, two, to get out of my head a little and vent and process my thoughts and shit, three, to share that, document that, and share it with the world and hope that it can help someone else out there. And four, I don't know, maybe I'll think about it. Maybe it'll come to me once I do another set. remembered four. Four is that, at least in my situation, it's putting me in a scenario that's a little uncomfortable. I'm out in public, people are looking at me, watching me, maybe they're judging me. And I mean, I can't blame them, I probably look pretty peculiar, no? Talking to a tripod with a phone on top of a trash can in a public square. I mean, I would probably stare too. Let's be honest. But yeah, I mean, it's been proving very fun to just constantly push my limits. And you know, at first it was really challenging. It was really a lot of struggles. I had to process a lot of really painful emotions and my past and all that shit. And I'm sure it'll keep coming up as I continue, but I feel like I finally reached a point where like the momentum is enough to keep carrying me forward. And I'm on the right path. I'm on the right path. One more set. The other thing is, you don't even actually have to challenge your mind, you know? Just observe it. The ego hates being observed. But it's for a reason, it's our ego. It's trying to protect us. And you know, I realized that just now, like I realized that when I catch someone like looking at me, like the automatic assumption in my head is that they're judging me or that they are criticizing me, which may be the case, but it may not be. And even if it is the case, I mean, does it really matter, you know? On the internet, people like to talk shit. There's no accountability, although really they're just fucking themselves over. And I know that firsthand, you know? I used to be a really negative, pessimistic person. And so, yeah, I mean, on the internet it's easy to judge and criticize and talk shit, but in real life, even if someone's thinking those thoughts, they're not gonna have the balls to type it, or to say it, I mean, or to act on it, you know? That was the case for me. I was a coward. I wouldn't like hate on people, but I'd have the thoughts, I'd have the negative, pessimistic, judgmental thoughts, for the most part. And yeah, I mean, it really just, it's a projection of our own insecurity, I think. But anyways, let's do another set. Something I really enjoy about staircase workouts is that you can really be explosive with it. I like to take it 2 steps at a time. That's worked out for me. I think my legs have always been, or ever since like, I don't know, high school, they've been in pretty good condition. I used to carry really heavy backpacks in high school, and also the one sport I was into was soccer, football. So yeah, I've always been pretty proud of my legs. I have good strength there. So part of the reason why I don't really intend to hit legs per se, I'd rather do cardio instead of leg days. But anyways, yeah, I'm just kind of just getting back into it right now. Just doing like full body workouts every few days, or upper body workouts every couple of days on the outdoor gym. I don't have a membership, but that's okay. I don't need one. I can work with what I have, accept myself, accept my limits, accept that I'm broke, and work with what I've got. Public staircase, I'm sure most people have a staircase. And if you don't, find something you do have. If you're constantly looking for reasons to not do something, you'll never do it. And I think a lot of us, without realizing, we're just constantly looking for excuses, but we're not honest with ourselves about that. Are you looking for excuses? Drop a comment if you are. Oh, and feel free to drop a hate comment in the chat. Let's get this video going. Let's get some engagement. Oh man, I'm losing steam out here. And I have no water. I should have grabbed water. It's okay. I'll survive. Let's see. Let me observe my mind. I'm feeling a little bit of discomfort. I'm always curious how it shows. I suspect that it doesn't really show, you know? The thing about anxiety and like mental illness or just mental affects is that you can't really see it, you know? Like you walk by someone down the street, you have no idea if their mind is just rapid firing just a bunch of anxious, insecure nonsense or just mental nonsense, you know? You have no clue. And so sometimes when I watch back, I'm like, wow, like actually I sound pretty normal, I sound pretty confident or not in my head at all, blah, blah, blah. But a lot of times, you know, it's a hamster wheel in the air. The gears are spinning. But yeah, so it's kind of noticing a bit of discomfort, a bit of uneasiness about people being around. Oh, there's someone sitting behind me now. And I guess some level of uneasiness about recording and like how it's coming out. My mind being anxious about people criticizing or judging me, or yeah, I guess that. Sometimes also some uncomfortability with feeling like I guess it comes down to the same thing, feeling like I'm not being cohesive, like I'm not making sense, but that's also falls in the same vein, right? It's because I fear that if I'm not cohesive, if I'm not making sense, people will stop watching, fear of failure, fear of criticism, fear of judgment, all that good stuff. The classics at this point. But yeah, I'll do another set. Let's see how much longer I can keep going. gonna challenge myself and actually try it one more time. I had a good amount of energy there. I'm gonna be honest with myself and acknowledge that I have some more energy in the tank. I'm gonna do a third set. Sometimes I'll feel a bit of like I guess it's like a fear that like I'm being too like arrogant or egotistical. Like sometimes in the past especially, I would reserve myself a lot. I wouldn't like be proud of myself because I confuse being proud with being arrogant. And you know, that's the thing, man, like people can really take shit away from you, but it's up to you if you want to let them or not, you know? And I've realized for myself that in the past I definitely let people take away my pride, whether they're jealous or they just hate me or criticizing me or judgmental of me, whatever, you know? I've come to realize, I think, that, you know, our perception is our reality. The way you perceive the world is what you're gonna feel is the reality of the world. And everyone's got a different perception, man. And it's all subjective. So, you know, you can't control other people, but you can control yourself. You can control your input. You can't control the outcomes, but you can control your input and just see what happens. And as I've been more mindful and intentional about my input into the world, into my relationships, into myself, I just keep feeling better and better, feeling more and more like myself, less and less afraid, more and more powerful, more and more strong, more and more brave. And I bet it shows, honestly, if you've been watching like my older videos. My mind jumped to the whole ego thing right there. But I mean that in the sense that, like in my previous videos, like even, dude, it was like 2 weeks ago, really. The change has been immense and really profound. And I kind of feel like making a video about that in general. Anyways. Yeah, it's only been like 2 weeks and the change has been profound, you know, like just in how I feel about myself, how I carry myself. Like I feel confident, I feel more confident, I feel like I can stand up tall again, keep my chin up, kind of just take up my own space, you know? Whereas before I might be like hunched, maybe head down, maybe not really looking at anyone, not talking to anyone, fearing that people are judging me, fearing that people are criticizing me, you know? But I've made peace with myself. And what's better than that, man? Have a great relationship with yourself and you will thank yourself. But you have to want to have a better relationship with yourself. So really that takes observing your life, being aware of where you are in your life and how you feel about it and where you want to go and how, if you want to change. You know, some people don't want to change. Maybe you included, but you know, it's up to each of us to be honest with ourselves and live the life we want to live. So that's all I'm doing here. I'm living my life and I'm sharing it, and I'm hoping that it helps others and resonates with others. So let's keep going. I think I'll just kind of go till failure, finish up here. I think I'll shoot for at least 4. I'm gonna go for 5. I guess they're not sets. I guess they're actually reps. I realized that after I said set last time. 5 reps. 5 reps. Up and down. Alright, let's give it a go. Finish strong. Holy moly, I'm beat. I'm beat, but I'm not beaten. Let's go. Three. You can lose a battle, but as long as you keep fighting, you'll probably win the war. I need to take a bit of a breather, but I'm gonna win this battle. I'm gonna win it. Not in the way my mind wanted me to win it, but in whatever way I can win it. And that's gonna be by accepting myself, accepting my limits, and just doing my best, pushing myself bit by bit. I'm gonna do 6 just to show myself I can. And I'll explain later why. Six. Holy moly guacamole. Oh my gosh. Let's get in the shade. I learned today that my tripod oh my gosh, can basically stand up on its own, or like really tall, like that. Wow, this is really hot. All right. Oh man, I gotta catch my breath. Give me a second. Feeling a little in my head, a little bit of negativity from my mind. Worrying about judgment, worrying about criticism. Okay. Yeah, sometimes it's good to prove yourself that you can do more than your mind thinks. And I feel like exercise is one of the best ways to do that. You plan to do a certain amount of reps, and then if you're honest with yourself, you can realize that you have more gas in the tank and put in a little more work, or a lot more work, you know? I think in the past I have fallen for the trap of setting really high expectations and expecting myself to break through my all-time high like every single workout, but it's unsustainable. You don't have to win every battle, you just have to not quit and keep trying, and you'll win the war. Even if you're not at a point where you can be honest with yourself, if you're not at a point where you can accept yourself, as long as you can start observing where you are in your life right now, I mean, awareness is everything. You'll figure out where you need to go, and even if you don't feel like you can trust yourself, you can start now. All we have is the present. The past is done. It's gone. It is no longer. It still affects us for as long as we let it affect us. It doesn't mean it will stop affecting us overnight, but you can start on the path to making peace with your past and living in the present and looking forward to the future. So with that, I think I'll sit for 20 seconds because it feels uncomfortable. And you know what, I'll throw in this. I butchered this yesterday. It made absolutely no sense. There was a TikTok that I was trying to reference, but I literally forgot the caption so hard. So I'm gonna just do this. Feeling the sensations, closing my eyes, not worrying about everyone looking at me, if anyone at all. Just sitting with the uncomfortability, building up that resistance. Maybe I'll bring it up a notch. Do a little TikTok dance. Oh, that's funny, man. That is funny. We're on the right path, baby. This is gonna be a good time. If not for you, if not for anyone out there, it's a good time for me. And that's what matters. Alright. Thanks for watching. Hope you had a great workout. And trust yourself, accept yourself, and be honest with yourself. And that's all you need. Try your best. Take care. Peace.